Oh, ain't no problem.
Well, there it is right there. I think we should have some sound right there. Yeah. We got our sound back, y'all. You already know what time it is. Thank you for letting us know what time it is.
It's been a long day, temperature rising, I can feel it in my body, and I'm looking for a body that calm me down, cool me down.
Yeah, here we go, get it.
Pull out the iPhone, I see a text.
She want that python, she want the sex, so it's going down.
Going down.
I need you to
Wine for me.
I like the way you wind it up, grind for me.
Yeah.
I like the way you wind it up, grind for me.
I can feel it in my body, and I'm looking for a body that can calm me down, cool me down.
He said he need a body that can cool him down.
Wine for me.
I need your loving
tonight.
You love me real good, so I know how it can feel when you
Hold me down, hold me down. The way you love me, I can tell how you feel when you hold me down.
I need you to
Wine for me, baby.
I like the
Whoa,
wine for me.
baby.
please.
Hey.
I need you to
Wine for me. Oh,
I like the way you wind it up.
I wanna feel you.
I can feel it all night. Body that you hold me down.
Can you hold that boy down,
When you
ladies?
love me when I tell and feel when you hold me down.
Ladies, that man just wants somebody to hold him down.
Will
Just
you
whine
hold-
for him.
Ladies, will you hold your blue dot brother, Mike Carter, down?
He just said he needs somebody to stand over top of him, stand in front of him,
Okay.
in his face,
In
stand
his
on,
face?
and I understand what he means.
What is finish saying it?
I was here when he was writing it.
Uh-huh.
He wants somebody to stand over top of him. Now, this is
Uh-huh.
my mind. He didn't say that. I think he meant he wants somebody to stand over top of him,
Okay.
face him like this while he's sitting in the chair, and they whine for him. Whine for me.
Uh-huh.
And then he said, I've been looking for somebody to hold me down,
Uh-huh.
sit on my dick, and press me to the chair. And hold me down, then whine on me some more.
Okay.
Until I say, get up off of me, goddamn.
Okay.
Baby, whoa.
Great recap. Great recap.
Why, baby? Please whine me. That shit funny to me. Listen, man, y'all know what time it is. We coming in here. We got to check on the first five at 5. Our first 5 at 5. Those are the ones that were here, ready, waiting, and anticipating. There's going to come a time where there's going to be a reward for the first 5 at 5. I believe the show. Let's touch and agree. E handala robo shy, a shaky or robo bobo shy. Yay, source. Dabba do that. Man. God damn, y'all get it right in here this moment. Let's go look. Today we got our devoted touch. She's our verse visitor. You know how the church women, they were supposed to be nice and they would be mean saying that shit. We got Sister Devoted Touch. She says divine rising. That fella Mela Miracles, I think that's Maybell's boy. He says yo. And then you got, I don't know how to say some of these names. I'm just going to say Kanique. She says, salute family. Oh, Sophia, I can say that. That's my mama name, Sophia. Sophia Moore, good day, fam. Then we got the boss man in the house. Boss man, let's get it, brothers and sisters. That's 5. And number 6 is...
Who is the one?
That's your ass, Tracy Pruitt. Ooh.
Oh, and today she was supposed to come up to tell us how yesterday was. Now
that's how the universe works.
That's how the
We
universe
gonna learn
goes.
today, did she pass or fail her test? Hopefully she don't mind telling us. We all blue dots, but I believe everything that she ever wanted will be given to her. So if she passed it, it is what it is. She got the choice to work there. If she failed it, it is what it is, because she said they kind of racist anyway. If she passes, she might realize she don't even want to work with them.
Yeah.
Some of my bitches. Tracy, your job is to hit this link right here. Let me go get that Linky boy. Linky boy, come to me. Linky boy, come to me. Linky boy, Linky boy, Linky boy, come to me. Linky boy.
Yes.
Linky boy, Linky boy, Link. There you go. There go that Linky boy.
There you go.
There go that Linky boy. Tracy, if you can't come in, somebody else, please come in and wrap up today's lesson for us. Before we get into our recap, we want to talk about what we're going to get into today on today's message. Today's message is entitled, Will You Be New for You? Will you be new for you? A lot of times we will change to get what we want from somebody else. Will you change to get what you want from your goddamn self?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that thing right there, tough there, G. That thing tough there, G. I know good and goddamn well I'll get real yellow and act new and present my body as something else to get what I want from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But will I get yellow and present my body to the world to get what I want from me? Will I do what I need to do to get what I want from me? Will I become new? Y'all know I always say, Bears and Bubbles, new day, new way, new view, new you. Mm-hmm. That's aggressive church, man. Mm-hmm. New day, new way, new view, new you. But I'm trying to say, there's a new day. And if there's a new day, that new day presents a new way. Mm-hmm. And if there's a new day and there's a new way to do something, then there's a new view and there's a new you. I'm trying to say, you may have to change and become new for yourself. Mm-hmm. I stopped smoking to get a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've done that, so I get it.
Yeah. So before we get into that, we're going to let Chris do what she do. What do you do, Chris? What's it called? Recap, baby.
So yesterday's message was you can only be one at a time. And it was kind of a part 2 of the message before of controlling your spirit. And it's saying that you can only carry the burden of one of yourselves, meaning your id, ego, or super ego. You have to decide. You can't split the difference. And sometimes it may be easier for you to be pink than it is for you to be blue, or it might be easier for you to be yellow than it is for you to be pink. However, in your truest blue, you're supposed to be navigating the why you are choosing to carry which weight where. You should not be in default, winding up in a situation where you're acting like something that you know you're not, and you're not proud about who you're acting like, or what you are presenting is nothing like what you thinking and what you feel. That's why you'll feel depressed. So Master Teacher gave you some example of my classmate yesterday and how she is trying to split the difference in life. And because she's trying to split that difference, she's just walking around an angry person. And we know vibrationally, with the universe, no vibration, no words. So the universe not like, oh, I'm not gonna fuck with her about an email or about her job or about her parents or something like that. Then it's not gonna stop and say, well, let me just fuck with her about her sexuality. You get what I'm saying? The universe is like, oh, negative. Here you go some more negative. Here you go some more negative. Here you go some more fucked up people and some more fucked up things for you to have to. So it's very important that no matter which part of you is bearing the brunt of the weight, that your blue is in control of the why you're carrying it.
Well, that was a goddamn... I call it a GAJ.
Oh, and I wanted to also add
a good ass job.
Thank you. I wanted to send a special thanks and shout out to TT because I wasn't feeling good yesterday. TT shared his notes in the place of mine. So everybody stop by the Clark Sisters page and just push a like just on the strength of TT made sure that if anybody stopped by our page, they had our notes.
Oh, Crazy Man T. Appreciate that, brother. Crazy Man. I'm going to get on good up here and do what I do real quick.
Okay. Who's ready for another great word? Say yeah. Somebody type yeah. You ready, Master Teacher?
Let me get that bar.
Let it get it. Here you go.
New. Definition of new. Not existing before. Made, introduced, or discovered recently for the first time. Not existing before. Not existing before. This shit won't existed before. It was made or introduced or discovered recently for the first time. Then you have another adverb form of already existing but seen, experienced, or acquired recently for the first time. So you know they're saying if a tree falls in the forest, if don't nobody hear it, if don't nobody there to hear it, doesn't make a sound. You got it right, it makes a sound. But sound is measured by the human ear. Mm-hmm. So it depends on how you perceive it. If there's nobody there and nobody actually hear it and the vibration don't go in nobody's ear, you would say it don't make a sound. But there's some goddamn monkeys and shit out there. Humans always act like if we ain't there, something ain't new.
Yeah,
it's like coming to America. Watch this. America was new. Look, it was new to the white man. The second definition. Meaning it already existed, but you ain't had it. It's like a motherfucker saying, I'm getting a new car. Oh shit, you get a new car? That motherfucker new to me. That means I'm not getting a brand new 2022 car with no miles on it. I could be getting a 2017
used car
Honda with 100,000 miles on it, but that bitch is new to me. So you got to look at that like that. You can become a totally new person to yourself. You can become a totally new person, something that you've never seen about yourself. And you can become a totally new person for someone else. And somebody said, hey man, you acting brand new. They say it all the time. You goddamn right I'm acting brand new. You never seen this side of me. You expect me to act like the memory that you know of me. Let me explain to you what I mean. It's a little hot in here today. Don't have the AC on or nothing like that. Because everybody in the house, I don't claim it, but Chris just got over a sickness. Chris is in the middle of hers. And some trying to come on me right now. And I said, you know what? For the first year, I'm going to attack sickness. And when this shit come on me, I don't know if it's an allergy, a cold, or something that happens this time of year. Joe Biden said monkey virus finna fuck everybody up. We're finna go through another one of them. But I said, let me attack this shit differently this year. I said, as soon as this shit hit me and my throat started scratching, I got up and went to the fucking gym. I said, I'm going to make my own fever. I'm going to sweat. I'm going to make my own fucking fever because my body's just trying to get to the point where it's trying to create a fever and burn this foreign object out of my body. I said, I'm going to create my own fucking fever. And I used to always say, drink plenty of fluids, but I always felt like that was water. But I'm starting to do some study and I'm realizing that water really ain't the fluid that we need. Because when you drink water, if you drink 4 Gatorade bottles of water, you will piss 4 Gatorade bottles of water out. I know this for a fact because I got dehydrated one time, quick story. And they took me to the hospital emergency room and they got me in the back. They put an IV of saline in my arms, it's the electrolytes, the salt I needed. Then they say your kidneys is only working at 10%, meaning your kidneys didn't slow down. The bitches ain't work. My shit was like, So they gave me 6 bottles of Gatorade. They said, drink those 6 bottles of Gatorade. It's get it in you fast as you can. And I was like, my stomach hurt. They were like, no, go ahead, get it in you. And I said, well, when am I going to be able to leave? I feel okay. They said, well, when you piss 6 bottles of Gatorade back out, you can leave. You remember that, Chris?
Remember.
I was like, man, how the hell am I going to piss 6 bottles of Gatorade back out? Because my mind didn't realize and didn't know that once I start drinking that Gatorade, my kidney starts back working again. After 6 bottles, they working at 100%, but the kidneys flush stuff out. So I had to piss those 6 bottles out. And some said to me, I said, hey, doc, If I just drunk 6 bottles of fucking Gatorade and pissed out 6 bottles of Gatorade,
Mm-hmm.
did my body use any of that Gatorade? He said, and it didn't catch my blue dot back then. It didn't catch my source. The water you drink in your body, you piss out. Now, I ain't getting too technical, but water is in fruit. Fruit and veggies are full of water. The Bible said every seed that beareth fruit, I gave as meat for you. Now, I done been vegan before. I ain't pushing veganism, but I'm trying to tell you, every seed that I gave you that bears fruit is meat. Meat. Good. M-E-E-T, meat. I realized that fruit is a meat. That flesh of that fruit is a meat. I'm thinking new, right? But let me tell you what made me come to this. Will I be new for myself? Will I be new for myself? Will I be new for my own peace of mind? It's some things that you do not have peace of mind with.
Mm-hmm.
It's some things that you do, literally do, and you don't have peace in your body with. It's some things that you do with your body that you don't have peace with. It's some things that you got in your spirit that you don't have peace with. Some shit you might have to go back and say, hey, look, I'm sorry. To clean your spirit up and free your mind, you might have to go back, I'm sorry. The new you may have to say, I'm fucking sorry. You ever thought about that? We have a problem saying I'm sorry because we don't want to be new. See, in order to say I'm sorry, you're really new and mean it. What do you mean, Javon? Remember I said patience is bad the other day? Y'all remember I said patience is bad? Because patience means I'm focusing on not having something that I already threw in my vortex. Y'all remember the story I told y'all about Crystal and the spoons and the drumming? I posted a picture as a thumbnail yesterday. I meant to speak on it yesterday, but I didn't get a chance. Well, I forgot. But that picture of me, Chris, and Crystal, we're at a desk in our living room because we don't have a kitchen table. We normally eat anywhere in the house. So this is new for us, right, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Sitting down eating at a table. We didn't even do that with our sons. Sitting down eating at a table. Now, remember I told you Crystal was eating with her spoon at 3-4 months old? And then when I put them drumsticks in her hand, she started beating with everything. And I realized I started to feel like I can't get her to do it, and I need patience. I need patience. I need patience. And I started to get frustrated. I was like, why the fuck she can't do this, eat with the spoon? And she's been doing it, but she's been drumming with everything so long. So that's when I made the lesson about patience. I said, do I really need patience? Because patience make me feel bad. Patience means I'm sitting here and my baby can't eat fast enough and I feel fucking bad about it. That's really what patience feels.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no time limit on how she can eat with a spoon because she's already done it. So I know she can do it. I don't believe. It's a difference in belief and know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a side note. You can't believe and know at the same time. If you know, you know. Believe means you hope.
Okay.
You can't believe and know at the same time. Now, I got frustrated in my mind and started to say to myself, I didn't use my body and act enough on this shit. I should have fed her and let her use that spoon every fucking day so it can counteract them drums. But when she started beating with the goddamn spoons and splashing goddamn food everywhere, I'ma just be real. I was kind of lazy. You have to look at yourself and say, in order to be new, you have to admit, we're going to get in there. I was lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I had to think about it. And that made me feel bad. So I said, what can I do to stop feeling bad and stop thinking that I might have stunted her eating style, putting them fucking drums in her hand? Being patient won't gonna do it. I already saw I didn't like how that feels. God damn, I'm giving it to you, splashing this shit everywhere. I didn't like how being patient felt. So I said, let's try something new. Remember I told you, if you don't like to be patient, do something else. So I said, guess what? Instead of being patient, trying to teach her I'm going to sit down and model for her. Some different, some new. I said, Chris, you know, modeling is one of the best ways for a motherfucker to learn. I said, would you sit down and we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner with the baby? She said, sure, we can do that. I said, we'll feed her some. We'll put a little mat down. We'll let her eat with her spoons, beat with how she want to. Let her eat with her hands. It don't matter. We'll get this shit up. That's a new thing for us. Me and Chris are very neat and we like shit clean, but we don't like to have to do unnecessary shit. Lynn will clean up every fucking thing. If you drop something on the goddamn floor, Lynn gonna pick it up. Lynn gonna do. That's different. She's not here right now, so this is a new thing, a new place for the baby to be splashing shit every goddamn where, and we clean it up after the baby. But I realized instead of being patient, trying to teach her how to eat with a spoon, we would try something new and model for her. The new begets newness. Newness begets newness. And when we began to model for her eating with the spoon, I said, hey, fuck it. Let's mash up some fruit for her in the morning. And then Chris said, well, I would like to eat some fruit. And then after we ate fruit one day, we felt so good. And what you said when we ate fruit the whole day, what happened for you?
When I went to the bathroom, my urine was clear. It was as if I had drank water all day, and I hadn't.
I be drinking gallons of water. My piss be yellow as hell. I said, Chris, my urine was clear, and I shit real goddamn good, and I shit out a lot, and I know I ain't eat that much goddamn food. I said, Chris, that goddamn water and that fruit and that fiber and that fruit and pushed some shit out of me that was in there that probably wouldn't have got out of me if I kept drinking water. So I said, Chris, we've been vegan before. Let's eat fruit for a while. Let's just eat fucking fruit. Then I went and got some veggies, and I cooked some veggies for dinner. And it's like now for the last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we done ate all fruit and veggies. I feel new. What are you saying, Javon? Newness begets newness. I didn't want to be patient and sit there and teach that girl how to eat with a spoon again because I was getting frustrated. So I said, before I feel frustrated, let me do something. Let me present my body. Let's act different. We sit down and we eat in front of her. I did that to stop my mind from thinking that I had studied her development with the drums. Because I know for sure she was eating with a fucking spoon. So in order to make my mind feel better, because my mind was bearing the brunt, I had to do something else. I had to do something else. So I thought in my mind, in the future, I might have slowed her spoonage down. So in order to not keep thinking that, I said, fuck it. Let's sit down and model for her. And the newness of modeling for her created a newness of what? Eating fruit, and it feels good. You have to be new in order to beget new. Same old you gets the same old shit. New day, new way, new view, new you. What do you mean, Javon? Well, it's like Source dropping nuggets from heaven. In the process of the first day cutting the fruit, I've been smoking reefer when I first get up in the goddamn morning all my life. Wake and bake. Get up, hit me a steak. Hit me a joint. Wake and bake. I got up and hit me a goddamn joint the other morning, come in the kitchen, got ready to cut that fruit. I was so goddamn hot and cut my hand twice. And I say, man, what's going on, man? Maybe you need to stop smoking reefer. I said, no, that's really new me. I don't even know how to deal with the morning without marijuana. That's what I've always told myself. Then I got to thinking. I said, man, this some new reefer. This cancer patient reefer. This reefer that we have access to now is shit that motherfuckers be dying. I'm dying, I'm in pain. Give me some of that shit, man. Oh man, I can die smooth and peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm smoking this shit before I operate a knife? Before you operate a car? So for the first time, it hurt my gut. It clenched in my gut. Because once you say something out into the universe,
Yeah.
someone is going to hold you accountable. I said, Chris. Oh, that shit was hurting. I said, Chris, in order to get up and not cut my hand and get all the fruit cut up and do everything I need to do in the morning, I'm going to see how it feels to not smoke reefer before I start my morning routine. She said, you sure? Because we hold each other this shit. I'm like, I don't know. It didn't even feel good coming out in my spirit. Because all I ever seen is myself getting up in the morning, rolling me a joint, smoking my joint, going to the gym, meditating, right? So it didn't even feel right in my spirit to say that shit. But in my mind, my future was like, yo, let's try this shit. So I tried it one day. Tuesday, I got up. Boy, I wanted to smoke a joint so goddamn bad. But guess what? It won't. My body won't feed it for no reefer.
Mm-hmm.
My mind was thinking, man, can you do this every day? You get to think about the future.
Mm-hmm.
And the opposite of the future, my spirit started feeling about the past. Man, you like smoking reefer. You know when you go to the gym and you high, you have your music on like you like to. You know when you hit your J, you can meditate and you can write it. Man, you ain't even gonna be able to go out in the free. You ain't gonna be able to do that. Then my body said, fuck it, let's just go ahead and do it. I went to the gym, worked out without smoking reefer. I had a better workout. I don't know what the fuck them told me, the past and the spirit them taught me, I do shit better high. Ain't that some silly shit?
That's what we
I play basketball better high. I really felt like I do everything better high. Maybe I feel better doing shit that I didn't want to do high. But this is some shit I want to do, and the highness is affecting me. Because it's cancer patient reefer. So I had to say, would I be new for myself? Because I know good and goddamn well, I can get up and not smoke reefer 2-3 days and cut that fruit and do my morning routine. But after 2-3 days, of hitting that goddamn reefer, I know I can get up and smoke, but after 2-3 days, you're going to go back to your same old laziness of the reefer. So I've tried to remind myself of the future thoughts that I've had about that shit. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, today, y'all done seen a sober teacher, an unhigh teacher. That's why I ain't up here acting a goddamn fool. When I'm high, I'm acting a goddamn fool. I felt like I need to be high for my class. Because as a teacher, as you're delivering a message, you want have a certain sense of humor.
You even tried to bring me back to Gummy Land like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
He gonna tell me one morning, he gonna come to me after class talk about, I'm gonna have to get you some gummies. I was like, why? He was like, so you could be funny. I said, I am funny. He talk about, no, like different funny. I said, I don't want to be on gummies because I used to be high for so long, like way past the class, I would be stuck.
That's when me, her, and Lynn, I felt like me, her, and Lynn in here on them gummies, we used to be bugging out. It's like my mind, something in my spirit telling me, feeling like, man, this is a show as interesting without all three of us.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So I like, hey, baby, you want some gummies? I was trying to roofie gummy her. Wow, I can't make a joke without weed. Tomorrow won't shine. But what I'm saying is, when you be new for yourself, let me read some stuff I wrote down.
And look, y'all love said she messed up on her last show because she got high and drunk.
See? She figured that briefly shit was gonna right. What will you do to stop feeling bad? That's the question. I felt bad about Crystal's development with that spoon. What will you do to stop feeling bad? The thing that you do to stop feeling bad is the thing that can make you new. For yourself. I counsel this sister. Goddamn reflective discourse. Y'all think I'm playing, but motherfuckers will lock your ass up. You keep saying counseling or da-da-da-da-da. I don't have a detox. That's why I call it tox. You know what tox mean. I do reflective discourse with this sister, and I'm going to tell you what she did. And it hurt her more than anything. Because she been in her mind thinking about her future. When I first started mentoring her, reflective discourse in her. Y'all sound like fucking reflective discourse.
I need to change that too.
Now. When I first started doing reflective discourse with her, one of the first things she said was, I've been smoking Newport 100s probably 20 years, and I think I need to quit in my mind, because in my future, I'm going to get cancer or something. In her mind, her true blue dot knew, and good and goddamn well, that's not saying cigarettes going to give you cancer. Said smoking may cause cancer. So it may cause it to the people who think they're going to get it. But what I'm saying is, this woman thought in her mind her future was going to catch cancer. I said, why you can't stop? She said, my body, my present body, I can't act like I don't want no cigarettes. She would fiend for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
She can't be new for herself. Now, her mind, she going to keep smoking. But guess what she used to do? Because of how the world felt in the past about women smoking, she was a sneak smoker. That's how I used to sneak and hit me a black and mild. That's one of the worst fucking things that I was ashamed of in my whole life. I done a lot of fucked up shit that I ain't ashamed of. But to be somewhere hitting a black and mild, yeah, boy, I used to be embarrassed. I go around the back and hit that motherfucker. It's just something filthy about a motherfucker smoking a black and mild to me. When I was in college, black and mild, I said, you dirty lung motherfucker, smoking a goddamn black and mild. Then I became new and hit me one. That bitch grabbed my body and I wanted, and I was just so ashamed because whenever I would drink, my mouth get water and I'd have me a black head back. Where you going, Javon? Nowhere. I come back in that bitch smelling like black and mild. One of the funkiest fucking smells ever. But as long as I felt good in my body where nobody saw me, if I could go around the back, I ain't feel bad about it. Y'all see this? If I can take my body around the back and smoke when ain't nobody see it, I don't feel bad about the motherfuckers. I don't even think that they can give me cancer. That's how it be. As long as you hiding something, you don't think about the future of getting caught because you think you good at hiding. You don't feel bad about this shit when a sister said, I think I need to stop smoking Newports 100. She said, I be hiding it because I don't like the way people feel about it. I said, well, try to stop. She said, I done did, and I done went through all this smoking cessation. I just can't stop. I said, well, you can't stop. I said, somehow you're going to have to figure out a way to feel better about the shit. She said, well, my mind just think I'm going to die from cancer. She couldn't get that off of her. She couldn't get it off. Kept counseling week by week. You doing nothing better with the cigarettes? No. Then all of a sudden, yeah, master teacher, I want to tell you something. What? I ain't smoked a cigarette in a week and a half since we talked. I said, that's good. What happened? I met a guy. Good man. Nice little old man. I said, that means he older than you. When a woman said, I met me a nice little old, she said, I met me a nice little man, not a little old man. I said, what you mean? She said, I'm telling you, I met me a nice little man. I said, he older than you, ain't he? She said, yeah. I said, he don't like that cigarette shit, do you? She said, nope. Look how easily she became new to present her body to someone else. I said, how long did it take you to quit? She said, well, at first, I would smoke around and put some gun in my mouth, spray a little spray, trying to hide it. She was trying to hide it. And he still could smell it. He said, I know you goddamn smoking them cigarettes. I don't like that shit. She was able to quit smoking cigarettes because of how pink this guy made her feel. That old man said the last thing he want to see is a bitch sucking on a goddamn cancer stick. Look, watch this, Chris. In her mind, she was thinking she was going to die from cancer. That wasn't strong enough.
Wow.
She was still hide it from the world, but that wasn't strong enough. When this old man said, I don't like this shit. This outside entity said, I don't like this shit. I ain't fucking with no bitch to smoke. Her body was able to quit and stop. At first, she thought she couldn't bear to burn in her body. But when that nigga put that shit in her spirit, that was killing her more. She couldn't bear it in her spirit. I might lose me a good little man behind these goddamn cigarettes. Now, what's your point, Jamal? I'm trying to say, what will you do to stop from feeling bad in your own mind? Will you become new? She couldn't do it for her own mind. She did it because the old man said, hey, bitch, I'm picking you. I don't like no goddamn cigarettes. What will you do to feel better in your own mind about something? Will you become too new to yourself? Let me read a couple of things I wrote down. Sometimes getting angry is a step up from the bottom. Will you get angry at yourself? Because laying down here in pink land, depressed, sad, and all these words, will you get angry? Because they all on the bottom of the board. But if a motherfucker get angry at theyself, they might get up and walk a mile.
Yeah.
When you get angry at yourself, get pink, because pink made that motherfucker stop, G. Get angry at yourself. Well, you admit you lazy. Well, you admit deep down in your heart what you know you ain't got the balls or the fat head clip to do. Sometimes recognize we're flawed is the first step up.
Yeah.
I had to acknowledge, boy, you put them goddamn drums in your daughter's hand, and when she started beating, you got so fucking happy that she started beating. Every chance you got, you worked on her every day with beating and stopped fucking with that goddamn spoon. And then when you put the spoon back in her hand after 2 months, might not have been that long, but probably was. Probably was longer. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. As the young folks say, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Once she started playing them drums, I put in that keyboard, we started working on music. I was like, fuck that shit. We get back to that music. I was feeding my goddamn self. She like, Daddy, when you gonna let me learn how to eat? Oh, hell yeah, baby, goddamn, eat this shit up so we can get back on these drums and these keyboard over here. I was trying to pick her, turn into what I wanted to be. I'm more concerned about music than the goddamn eating with a phone. But I had to recognize, think, why? You know what you done, and you know what you didn't do. So why would you even feel bad in your spirit about it? I know what I did, gave her them drums, and then I neglected that spoon. So stop feeling bad about what you done and present your body and act different. Do something different. Now I'm new. I got up to goddamn give her some fruit. Now me, her, and Chris eat 3 times a day. The new me that was getting up cutting fruit said, I don't like cutting fruit high. I don't like doing my morning routine high no more. Then it's like, damn, I'm starting to feel like I can do this class not being high. New me, goddammit, you never know. But you have to do something new to beget something new of yourself. See, understand what I'm saying. I just want to make it clear, just this simple. The you that you are now can never imagine, fathom, or understand the things that the new you may want to do. There was a time where I used to be like, I never not want to fuck some pussy. Now I don't even be thinking about pussy like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even be thinking about pussy like that. When my wife be like, hey, I'm over there, give me some dick, I be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I ain't be thinking about no pussy.
Yeah.
The old me would have never knew the new me would be like, yo, I love life. And then after having a daughter and having to change a daughter and spread her little lips and wipe shit from between her legs, it's like, pussies ain't really exciting to me no more. But it's just a new me now. Just being honest. I would have never thought that.
Mm-hmm.
The you that you are now, you can never imagine the things that you will want to do and are capable of, and the things that you may stop doing.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to get some type of newness going about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be because there's something right here in this pink world that you bearing the brunt of.
Mm-hmm.
That Indian girl, she was bearing the brunt of wanting to be queer and weird and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing her family in the world won't accept her. So her mind and her body can't never be right.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, if you just dress differently and go ahead and fuck you a yammy, you'll be okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You sitting around here worried about all this shit, about the world thinking about you, love. Go ahead and fuck with somebody and realize that you're going to know, hey, in my mind, I want to do this shit in the future if I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead and goddamn do that shit.
Yeah.
If your body is hurting you, the way my back be hurting me, I know in my mind for the future, I got to work out. I'm not going to keep bearing this goddamn pain in my goddamn lower back.
Mm-hmm.
And I talk to y'all, be honest, I've been talking about this shit for years. My lower back. And for years, y'all know what it is. I can work out and get strong. I can lose weight and everything, but you just got to get that core stronger for that lower back, G.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We have to have what I call vibrational journeys. Introducing this to you. A vibrational journey is the vibrational journey that it takes to get from A to B. There's a journey to get from sick to well. And it ain't laying there thinking about how goddamn sick you are.
Yeah.
There's a journey, a path from broke to wealth. And it ain't laying there complaining about how fucking broke you are.
Yeah.
There's a journey from single to relationship. And it's not sitting there focusing on what type of man or woman you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
What will you do for yourself? How will you be new for yourself? In order to change and be new for yourself, something is going to have to vex you.
Mm-hmm.
Something is going to bear that weight.
Mm-hmm.
My mind thinking that I fucked up with them drums and them spoons made me change something new. Now I got a whole new morning routine. It used to be, get your oatmeal in it. Now what is it going to be, Chris?
Get that fruit.
Get that goddamn fruit in me. Get that fruit in me. You are going to have to be new in some situation. But the thing that you need to be new for yourself, that's the thing that's vexing you.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking with your mind, or it's fucking with your spirit, or it's fucking with your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what it is. Because you know if your body aching or don't feel good. You know if your mental health fucked up and shit. Or if you know if you're scared of the world and scared to present yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into this more and more and more.
Woo! Yes, y'all. Let's give it up for the master teacher.
And
yeah.
I'm sick. No,
Let's give it some hand claps, some soul pumps, some kisses, some flowers, some blue dots. Just let them know another great message has been appreciated. Yes. It's funny you was talking about the sex part because I had wrote that down.
Go ahead.
I had wrote that down as far as like seeing where the bear the brunt, carry the weight. And so my body was carrying the weight. You know, me and Master Teacher talk openly about, you know, our sexual life and stuff like that. So my body was bearing the weight. of trying to have sex all the time, knowing
I'm just
knowing
playing.
that my pussy is sore or got an odor because I'm fucking out of ovulation and stuff like that. And so I had to decide. Well, he said, "What will you do for yourself?" Now, I didn't want to not have sex with him in order to fix myself, but I had to put me first because my mind knew that every time I laid down with him that I was worried about if it was gonna hurt or if it was gonna smell or something. And then we got an open relationship, and I'm like, shoot, wait a minute, I got to be good if I go out in the world, you know what I'm saying? So, which means that I had to decide. And remember when I did the fast for myself, and so I didn't have sex for like 80 days. And he like, hey, Chris, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And that time is when I monitored my body and my ovulation. I made sure that I was paying attention to when I really did want to have sex instead of just having sex because you think you went too long without having sex for your dude or something like that, or because you're bored or you want a snack or some shit like that. So in the past, what's happened is I started having sex young. So I was 12, and then you going through new person after new person, which is really every time you ovulating at least, right? If you don't have a boyfriend, every time you ovulate and you going out trying to have sex again. So I have Pavloved myself into thinking that I like this newness. That's really just a pattern that has created because I hadn't been a girlfriend in a long time, a steady girlfriend. And every month I'm with somebody new just about. And so I had to be honest with myself on why I was having this problem. Oh, you hot in the ass because you've been hot in the ass since you've been in puberty. So if you get some business about yourself, you won't have this extra time to be out messing with so many people. So when I did the 80 days, what it did was it slowed me down. It hushed my body up. I learned my body. And now I don't require as much as I need because that newness is a result of the old stuff. It's not now. So I'm like, well, hey, when I'm ovulating, I'm going to do it. But what it did was, this was the main point. When he said the laziness, I realized I was using the laziness as a way to not use my imagination for my own mind. Yeah. Without the imagination, using my own imagination and my own stimulant, I'm using another person and letting them spark me. So now we have it ain't never been bad, but I'm more in a better place so I could give a better me, whether it's ovulation or not, because of the fact that I don't do it unless I want to, because I'm paying attention to my body and I'm in charge of my own mind and my own stimulant.
And a lot of people, like I remember this old lady, she used to get the detox from me. She's not she's an older lady. And I asked on the live one day, I said, she would order the detox once a month. And I said, why you order the detox so much? She said right on the live. She said, when your man be coming in you and you get that little smell down there, she said that detox clears me right on up. I asked her on the live, I said, so why you keep letting them come in you and getting the scent in you? Because you think about it, when a man come in a woman, his sperm is alive. Male and female sperm swim up. When you're ovulating, that canal is more lubricated. They can swim in the viscosity of the pussy juice. When you're not ovulating, the sperm just stop in the pussy and die right there. So it's like, I said, why you keep letting the man come in you? She said, well, I love having sex and I can't control myself and he can't control it. So she was saying the detox was getting rid of the smell for her. But a lot of married couples and people in relationships don't realize, and I tell us, and I'm gonna be talking to single women on my podcast, and just in general, relationships. This is a real subject right here that she spoke on. Relationships could be at a certain way because a woman's body got a certain odor because she letting her man come in her. And the man need to say, well, I'll pull out. But either way, friction in a vagina, it's not a good thing unless it's a certain time of the month. But the point I'm making is, I remember I was like, how you gonna get fully hard off something that got an odor to it? And men are being accused of cheating because they can't get fully hard. You know what I'm saying? Because if the pussy got an odor to it, you're not gonna get fully hard. So it's so many people dealing with that shit in relationships, And when you said, shit, do your little fast and you figure your body out. You know what I'm saying? I had already told your doctor that. But I was like, shit, I ain't gonna pull out. I got a wife. Fuck, I look like pulling out. Shit, that's her. She's funky.
But see, until you in a relationship with somebody when you're not using condoms, the smell is coming from because you're not using the condoms. When you're using condoms, you're just getting a yeast infection. And honestly, like you can't smell an itchy pussy. But when you get a bacterial infection and you can smell it, that was different. You get what I'm saying? So having sex before at different times out of ovulation and just having a yeast infection, yeah, I'm uncomfortable. But you get some cream, love. But when I'm doing hair, especially, and I'm standing behind a person and I feel like I could smell it. So the whole time I'm wondering, can that person smell? That's a whole different kind of fear. And then even if you're having sex with somebody and you got a yeast infection, it's like, oh, it's creamy, right? When you know what I'm saying, but it ain't the cream it need to be. So, but that smell, you can't hide from the smell, you know.
And you know what? I'm gonna say something about nudity. I keep touching my neck. I got a goddamn little mole growing on my neck like the old folks. That motherfucker itching like hell. And I just realized it. I got a little goddamn mole growing. Cook says the universe didn't put you on this new journey to roll by yourself. Let's make this newness on as a class and go vegan. We did throwing the stone and going vegan. I didn't even realize we did that simultaneously.
Oh, yeah, we was.
Like I said, I'm finna be on this fruit and veggie kick. I cannot say fully cook what I'm gonna do because I know in my mind thinking right now, this is grill time. And I know one of my favorite passions in the world is cooking on the fucking grill. And I know I'm a goddamn taste something right now. But I will say this, Crook.
By the window.
No.
Go ahead.
This new fruit thing might make me not want no meat. You never know. I'm just thinking about my past of how I like to eat meat and shit. We got Tracy. Come on in here, Tracy. Talk to us.
Good morning, folks.
Just thinking about my past.
Welcome forward.
Sorry about that. Hey, good morning, everybody.
What's the name, Allie?
I'm at home. At home. I'm in Vegas right now, and I just want to show this how I like to watch the show when I'm at home on my TV. Looking for the future, right?
Yeah. It's a goddamn TV show. We appreciate you plugging us like that. It make us feel like we already fucking TV stars.
Yes, for sure. So before I go into work, I want to kind of look at my notes and just not recap, but share that about the class, about today's lesson. So, what I want in my newness, my new life, my new time is to be more reserved. I've always been my 7th grade self, like you say, the class clown, and that was to cope and survive what I was dealing with outside of school. So in coping, class clown, and that hasn't left me, social situations, I still, I am expressive, I'm joyful, and I'm content with being that class clown because it's part of me. I grew up with myself. It's part of me. But in my blue, I want to be more reserved. So you said the other day that we're gonna have to shut the fuck up. We need to shut the fuck up, and that's what I need to do because that's going to allow me to hear more clearly. I'm not going to distract myself from getting to that reserved person I'm trying to get to. When I get to that person, I'm going to be accomplished in that. And what I'm after in that is a more serene spirit, but I'm still silly. I'm always going to be silly, but I want to have better control over it rather than just acting out of those emotions. The rest of that is, part of that, the pink is, why do I get, why am I still that class clown at almost 50 years old? Because I probably wanted something. I'm trying to just now accept something all these years that I never had, which was being in the loop with friends or family, I never been in the loop. I was always over there by myself, quiet, weird, whatever. But back in those days, I really wanted it. So here I am these days, kind of searching for that thing still. So what I do, I get in the chat with my cousins. I tell more information I want to. I laugh, I'm my
Hey, be honest. I like that. I like that. Talk, sister.
Yeah, I'm being my 7th grade self because I wanted that. It's just some deep shit right there. But that vibration.
You yourself telling more of your business. It may start off as being silly and clownish, and if you don't get the response you want, you may find yourself telling some business that you may not have planned on telling, because you're like, hey, if I've been talking and they ain't laughing like they want to, let me say something else. Let me make it serious. I used to do that, sister. I know exactly what you mean.
And then what they do in their 7th grade selves is start laughing at me and making jokes. I got 2 cousins that I'm running on the chat with, 2 male cousins on the chat with some female cousins. But the male cousins, we be sigging back and forth. I ain't thinking about them. They can kiss my ass like I always tell them. And I told them last week, y'all some zesty ass niggas. They are. But listen, they zesty. But no, the vibrational journey, that A to B, not thinking, going from broke to wealthy. Don't think about that. Single to a relationship. Do it for myself. Don't be lazy. Matter of fact, when I was taking these notes, one of my female cousins called because of a message she got yesterday, but that's one of the situations. So it's like
doing too much.
Yeah. So I'm trying to because I'm also getting dressed to get out the house, but something will bear that weight. So I was trying to connect towards the end. What's going to bear the weight as I'm coming out of that 7th grade class clown, trying to be social with them and be my more reserved, serene spirit? Something has got to bear the weight.
Can I give you some advice right now?
Yeah.
You bearing it. You took it from acting like a goddamn fool for attention as Pink to your mind. Now you know this is what I'm doing. Bear it in your mind now. So when you get ready to do it, and that Pink feeling come up, oh, I'm finna do my little shit to get some attention, or overtell a story for some sympathy, or just say to yourself, I know why I'm doing this shit.
Yeah.
I know exactly why I'm doing this shit. And I'm not finna do it because I want to be more reserved in the future. Before, you didn't know why you was doing it. Like when you realized it, like you said, through the class in your 7th grade self, and then it really hit you as you were talking to us. Like, I'm really just fucking wanting to be in the part of the in crowd. And I can understand not being funny, real talk. To be a pretty light-skinned woman and not be a part of the in crowd has to hurt more, because we expect light-skinned girls to be popular and cool. So you really had to be a cornball or egghead or something. You know what I'm saying?
Weird as hell. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was. I still am.
Yeah.
But it's that So you said I'm bearing it now in my mind.
Yeah, because you know exactly why you're doing it. Okay. You remember before it may be somebody in the family that you want to shine more, or at the job you want to shine more, and you can feel yourself. It's a feeling. And they getting that attention, and you say to yourself, and you feel like in that spirit, it's my time. I need something. I need something. Now you won't feel it. You will feel it, and when you feel it, your mind will say, hey, you finna goddamn do the most for no reason.
Right.
And then every time you do the most for no reason, the shit backfires.
Exactly.
And that's why you keep doing it. Because in the easiest way saying it, and this is like putting you on the board for some advice, but anybody, in an easy way of saying it is like, the more and more a yellow girl do shit for attention, the more it make people can't stand her.
Right.
So the more people can't stand you, the more you're going to keep trying to make people be able to get along, and they're going to keep not standing you. Right. So now what it will do, it'll turn you into the black sheep of your family. It'll turn you to the one at the office that can't nobody stand. Cause it's like, here come the fucking yellow girl doing that shit, doing the goddamn most all the time. And you keep getting that response from people. So now, as you get in, for lack of a better word, when the yellow girl want to come up, you're gonna say, man, this is real. I want to get into my yellow girl phase. But you know what? I know why I'm doing that. And I'm not. And if you do, you won't feel bad that you done it. You'll just say, hey, I had to get a little yellow girl in there.
Right, I feel that.
I got
right.
it. But as your mind shows you what happens, you will get to the point where when you don't yellow girl for attention, now Woody, the whole world, look at the board. You will have a whole different personality and experience a different personality. Your life will change because we won't look at you as the attention-seeking yellow girl who every yellow girl I ever met in my whole life is the attention-seeking yellow girl. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I don't want to be fair or unfair, but, you know, falling in the middle of not being accepted or by, for us, the Black community or the white community, we were in that middle. I want to just testify and say too that while all that has been going on because of class, because of Bears and Bubbles, I am able to say I want to be more reserved. I'm able to speak it out and talk it out, and I'm not in class for nothing, and I'm not cash apping when I can for nothing because it's working. The blue is coming through.
That's what's up, sister. And I promise you, when you stop, as this chick I used to know, she used to say, doing the most. When you stop doing the most, you're gonna get so much more from people. When you it's just doing the most. It's just the easiest way to explain it. Go ahead, Chris.
And if I could add, because I was like that.
I call it.
Can't help it.
I can't. She
can't help it. And so what I realized is that I was always like, you could come to me, like I wanted to be the person everybody told their business to, but it was just me being nosy. You know what I'm saying? So some of what's gonna happen, you're gonna get a lot from a lot of people, but then it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna fall away because they've been using your clown when you're clowning and how you telling your business, because when they go and tell your business after you tell it, that's part of their thing. And when you stop, they'll have no use for you. So you're gonna when you said who's gonna bear the brunt, that's what you was like when you realize that you're gonna kind of be a little alone first. And you ain't gonna be able to entertain this stuff. How are you gonna feel about it? How are you gonna carry that? But still in your mind, you understand that this is a vibrational journey that you have to correct. And so the only way you could correct that is to start the process of it, which you're doing now. And what I had to do was take myself away from the people. I didn't wait for them to take their self away from me. I stopped answering the phone calls. I stopped being a part of the phone calls. And so because I knew it wasn't a safe place for me. I'm an addict. Exactly. I can't help it. I can't go to the circle of friends that I like to share business with and take business from. You get what I'm saying? And that was a lonely place for me for a minute. However, it got replaced. I got a whole new set of people, and we don't require each other's negative to feel great about ourselves, which means I don't have to wind up in those situations like that.
So Tracy, talk to us about the test. You know we want to know what's up with that goddamn test, baby.
Yes, thank you, Chris. That hit too. So I tested yesterday. However, it was the end of the day because one of our instructors was sick and called the examiners. So it got pushed to 4:00. And however they do things, I don't know my results right now. I'll find out today.
Well, hey, that's a good thing. Hey, look,
but either way,
is there anything else you want to say about, because you really at a good space right now. Is there anything else you want to say after Chris spoke about, coming into yourself? Really just stop fronting.
My God, my what I need to do is about what I need to do to get away from that and to get with the blue dots. Like last week when I talked about connecting more, me and Sophia connected in Messenger, and another brother, about the trucking connected. It's connecting more, like Chris said, about these kind of people. and less of those. I mean, even though, you know, like you always say, show up at the family reunion or whatever, and I, you know, I'm a want, because in a certain way, I'm comfortable enough with my family too. They know me, they know my character. My aunts, they know, you know, how I am and why I am how I am. So I don't want to even short myself in my realness of being a silly person, being that joyful person when I am. I don't want to short myself. So balance. Balance and
balance.
Yeah.
And for right now, what I need to do, because in my heart, I don't want to cut off my cousins, because at the same time, they're my first cousins and we all go back with some shit. So I want to stay connected. So I won't delete the chat, but maybe I'll put it on mute. Maybe I'll come off of Facebook with some stuff, you know, and just position myself, control myself.
That's what's up, basically. Sister. We appreciate you. We really appreciate you.
All we got to do is not decide to share that one last thing just to get a rise out of people.
Yeah, that's really that one last thing. Brave of her to admit at this age, and we all to a certain extent have things like I give you a perfect example, like what she was saying, being in the middle, light skinned, black. Me being a big guy, it's like I've always cowered down. Because as a big person, people are intimidated or motherfucker gonna shoot the big nigga quick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if we get ready to take a picture, I always let everybody else walk to the front and, you know, like and then I get behind everybody. And because I'm tall, at least you can see my head above everybody and my fist up. But I wanted my outfit to be fucking seen too. So as it made me cower down, like, even asking for cash apps when I first started being on social media, doing things where I just always felt like people are jealous or mad at the big guy. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older, you know, I'm like, fuck that. I'm walking to the goddamn front. You better goddamn bend your little short down ass down in a prison pose. I used to cower down. You know what I'm saying? And we do it in our own way. We do it in our own way. Look what Cole has said. We've been conditioned that we about the same size as big dudes to shrink so others feel comfortable. You know what I mean? And so I had to, as I grow, I probably missed out on a lot of opportunities in life and not speaking up, or, you know what I'm saying, waiting for somebody, hey, big man, what you think? Instead of just motherfucking big, hey man, I'm a big nigga, shit, I'm walking up front, put me in the goddamn front of the picture. Shit, y'all gather around the fucking oak tree. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to the back. Now I'm like, when they get ready to take a picture, I'll step close to the camera. And the cameraman be like, back up a little bit. That let everybody know, gather around the goddamn oak tree. I ain't doing that shit no more.
Yeah.
Man, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. Y'all know what time it is. Banners, let's get them out there. Y'all know what time it is. And it's those
of us, while you're doing it, it's those of us too that have to realize in our personal life, we don't want to be forgotten about because we feel like we've been overlooked. And so we're always running up to the front, saying, see me, see me, see me.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't allow you to know when you really seeing for yourself because you keep running up to the front for somebody to see you. So yeah, but walk in just who you are and really see how people see you, and really that'll make you not give a fuck who see you, so you won't even really be paying attention to that.
We finna get out of here, man. Y'all can PayPal us at J Clark Products. Y'all can Zelle us at my phone number, 919-292-5374. And y'all can Cash App us at The Master Teacher.
You're so welcome.
Let's get out of here, man.
It's all because of you. I'm feeling brand new. I let my ego glow.
And now I don't feel that pain no more.
Wake up in the morning, I don't need no snooze. Gotta take 14 in the boom, boom, boom. Meditate for a few while I wait for the cool. Now I'm ready to be ready, let's get it. I feel excited. Oh, I feel alive. I'm so expectant. I believe I'm flying high. I'm on green.
When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble, baby.
When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble, baby. Blue is everything, and everything is green. Blue is everything, and everything is green. New day, new way,
New view, new you, goddammit.
let's get it. Let a bubble on up. New day, new way, new view, new you. Let's get it, y'all.
Bitch, I'm high on cloud nine. Why you trying to stop my slime? It's my life, YSY. You won't miss me when I die.
And I can tell a fucking lie.
And I can change my fucking mind. I just think you stuck in time.
Bitch, you cannot kill my vibe.
Make it, tell her it's right, tell her it's fake, tell her it's hate, devil and blame me. I'm fucking around, send ass in the nation. I run around, boom, boom, naked. Tell her it's front, tell her it's fake, tell her it's hate, devil and blame me. I'm fucking around, send ass in the nation.
When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble,
I'm
baby.
your blue dot, baby.
When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble, baby.
Whatever you need.
Blue is everything.
Blue is
And
everything.
everything is green.
Everything is green.
Blue is everything.
Blue is
And
everything.
everything is green.
Everything is green.
New day, new way, new you, new you. Let's get it, y'all.
Bubble on up.
New day, new way, new view, new you. Let's get it, y'all.
Bubble on up.
When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble, baby. When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble, baby. When you need me, oh, when you need me, when you need me, I'll be right there. When you need me, call. When you need me, when you need me, I'll be right there.
Yes, sir. If all hearts and minds are clear, hey, P-Robe, hey, 9 o'clock. Subscribe, hit your notification bell. 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday. You can catch us live every day. Who somebody else said, me too. Well, DN2 Art. Yeah, same thing, sister. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell somebody about the show. We appreciate y'all. Can I get a team on 3? 1, 2, 3, team. Peace, peace, peace.